when I was a kid, I remember Pong.
Yeah.
I was a little kid, and you could play a game on the television, and it was nuts.
Yeah.
Nobody could believe it. And you had like this little dot that would go doot doot, and you would like with your little scroll wheel, you would roll your paddle up to hit the dot doot 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 doot. And me and my sister would play Pong. And we were like, "This is crazy. We're playing on TV. We're playing a video game on TV."
What's the last game that you were into, or did you like stop yourself after it was Doom, right?
It was Quake.
Quake, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I didn't stop myself. Jamie and I and Jeff, a few years back, we had a local area network room in our old studio in LA, and it got to be a real problem where it's just too much fun. So we would get out of a podcast at 3-ish, and I would be playing until 6, 7 at night. And then I'd go home, and I didn't feel good. I'd get out of there. I'd be frazzled. Your adrenaline's frying. You're like, Jesus Christ, I feel fucking terrible.
Yeah. It's like, have you ever heard of Super Smash Bros. Before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend got me what was, I guess, the best and worst gift at the same time a couple of years ago. It was a Nintendo Switch for Christmas, and that game. And I pretty much swore off games years ago because I just knew once I got into them, it's going to fuck my days. Like, it very much saps my bandwidth, and the dopamine hit you get from it is insane. It's like a drug, essentially.
Insane.
So I played it, and it's probably the most addictive thing in my life right now. So I'm highly considering just getting rid of it and getting it out of my house. It's almost like junk food where you have to keep it out of the house to not go ham on it. With the games, it's the same thing, dude. And the graphics now and all the colors and the vibrancy and everything compared to Pong back in the day, I can just imagine what it does to your expectation of like dopamine hits and then what other stuff in life feels like reward wise, like proportionally to it. It's probably like fucking night and day compared to the Pong days.
Night and day. Yeah. We were playing Quake Champions, right? And this is a game that you play. You have headphones on, and you can hear sounds behind you. You can hear them to the right, to the left. Super sophisticated. When you're running through the water, you hear splashing sounds. You have immersive graphics. You're running through these tunnels and rockets are flying over your head and it lights the wall as the rockets are missing you.
Yeah.
I mean, the shadows, everything. It's so insanely vivid and so fun. This is Quake.
Oh, damn.
And this is how fast it moves, too. And when you shoot people, they turn into fucking mist. Look at that.
Enemy has the quad.
Quad is quad power. That gives you 4 times the power. Imagine playing this.
No, yeah.
And for hours a day.
And it's just like playing in teams where there's no real end in sight because you never win the game. You just keep playing.
Yeah, you start a new game.
Over and over.
Over and over and over again. And then you can hop on these servers. So, like, if you're at home by yourself, you could just hop on a server, and there's always people playing.
What is the is this the most recent iteration of the game?
Yeah, this is the most recent.
Okay.
It's so exciting.
It's wild because
this is what you're playing?
Oh, yeah. Dude, so this game is brutal because it has seemingly infinite amounts of maps. There's probably like look at that shit. Whoa. All the colors and stuff. It's like your brain doesn't even know how to process it at first. And there's I don't know how many characters, like almost 100 or something, and it's essentially the main or the most sought after characters or protagonists and antagonists or whatever from major video games. So you're basically getting to play with every most popular character of every game ever, essentially.
Oh, wow.
So even if you win a game, the amount of iterations of maps and players and different things you can do, it never really gets stale. So you're just sitting there over and over grinding through this thing with no end in sight. And the wild thing, too, is oftentimes I'm just playing against a computer, but I'll actually get pissed off when I lose. Like, I have to avenge myself and go beat the computer. So I'll be like, I'm going to sit here till I beat this fucking guy, even though it's not even a human. And then I'll burn an hour. And I'll be like,
yeah.
And that was my mentally sharp, one of however many hours.
Well, there's so many of these games like this, and there's so many different styles of game. If you're into this style of game, or if you're into like Half-Life, you ever play Half-Life?
Heard of it, seen it, never played it though.
It's a game about like some science experiment gone wrong that opens up some portal, and aliens come out, and you got to fight them, and it's in this laboratory, and these games are so immersive. They're just so. It's like you're playing a movie that you're participating in with insane graphics, and they're really well mapped out and planned out, and they make them really challenging and exciting. And if you're a person that's into those things, like fuck all your free time. It's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone.
There's a lot of people that make good livings out of it, which is the crazy thing, though.
I know, that's what's weird now.
So it's like it's almost hard. I don't even know what it would be like as a parent to argue with your kid about if it's a good use of time or not. Because it's like the kid could be like, I'm making more money than every other fucking kid in my class.
Yeah, they might be making more money than their parents.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, if your dad has you got to get a job, son.
Have you seen how many Twitch subscribers I have?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you could. If you become popular and play games online, you can make a substantial living. So like if your kid was playing golf, and the kid said, I want to be a professional golfer. You're like, well, are you winning tournaments? Or do you have a chance here? Like, maybe this is a good career path for you, Johnny.
Yeah.
But no parent wants to go, what the fuck are you doing? League of Legends?
Yeah.
My son's a League of Legends player on Twitch. What?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you do?
Yeah. And you sit there and just rack up donations while you play.
Yeah.
The thing that's wild to me, and obviously people enjoy doing this, so I'm not, shitting on it necessarily, but I can't fathom doing this myself, is sitting there and watching somebody play for hours. But this is literally how it supports them as a creator, is watching the live stream. So this means that there's thousands of people at home eating dinner or just sitting there and watching a guy play rather than playing themselves. I'm just like,
I would have never imagined that would be a gigantic thing. Like it is.
Because it's oftentimes when you're playing, too, your commentary is surface level because you're trying to focus, especially if you're really good. So you're just watching a guy concentrate and play and not really engage with you in any meaningful way, and you're just sitting there as an observer and somehow finding it worthwhile to chuck money at the guy, sit there and watch him for hours. Like, I don't know. I just can't fathom.
And then there's a whole industry of hot girls like in their underwear playing video games.
Yeah, or like I think there's a whole section on. I don't know if you've ever seen Twitch. It's a platform I'm so not familiar with, but I should for to understand what's going on with the gaming market. But like it's like hot tub streamers or like inflatable pool streamers.